Welcome aboard to episode 114 of the FlameFlash.net podcast. I am the brightly colored Flameflash, and I'm going to hop right into the Raptor Report. Donkey Kong. That's right, Donkey Kong. The original NES classic. 30 cents on the Wii U Virtual Console store right now. Worth it. Boom. Now, they really should have gone all out and, say, grab the original, arcade ROM, slipped in Pie Factory. That would have made this one and many others very happy, but it's still a classic. It's still your classic Donkey Kong. And sometimes that's worth it, especially for 30 cents. League of Legends shows up on the Raptor Report. Nothing really new to report here. Still working on trying to understand itemization at all. That's my biggest weak point right now. All hail Wii Fit Plus. I successfully actually fired up Wii Fit Plus every day this week. So, go me. Yay, Flameflash. Being healthy. Skylanders Giants progressed in the story. It actually gets kind of hard. You need to go back, or you should go back and grind some levels on your earlier characters. I played a little on my own, and then I played with the older daughter. And she's only leveled her one or two major favorite characters, so if they fall, it's a domino effect taking down the rest of her characters with them, because she really likes Ninjini, for instance. Or Sprocket. I think that's the newer one. Yeah, Sprocket. Mechanical wrench wielding. Ooh, there's a Freudian slip. We'll move on. Terraria. So, haven't touched this one in a while. Steam has that earn cards thing going on. You play the certain games that have gone on sale with them, and you'll earn cards. Well, it's kind of a random thing, and you're encouraged to then get a collection of cards and go from there. Well, I went, played Terraria, got the maximum card drops. Of course, you can't finish a set totally, so they encourage you to then trade or sell your cards on the marketplace and flip those cards then for the other cards. Each card is worth about 10 to 15 cents. So it's definitely a micro currency kind of situation. But it's neat. It's kind of neat. In Terraria, I dove in. I had prepped a hardcore map, or a hard mode map. Totally ready to start the hard mode, wall of flesh, kill it, and go forth. I'm leaving my map where I'm building up and whatnot. Not going to hard mode. Nope. So we have a dedicated hard mode map. If we ever, say, mine it out completely, then we'll delete it, reset, make another hard mode map. I don't think that's going to happen, because I, for instance, already have the cobalt drill and chainsaw. But looking at how it's going to progress, I don't think I'm going to get that ultimate hammer, chainsaw, drill item. Why? Because I've watched my cousin on multiplayer use that and accidentally destroy, knock over, or otherwise oops things that he was trying to remove. So keeping the axe, drill, and hammer separate fixes that. You don't lose that much speed, and the accuracy you gain, I think, is going to be a benefit. Just in the cobalt of the new items of hard mode at the moment, but I'll get there. And then it'll be time to build, say, the better armor sets and progress from there. Bastion. Also another one of those card drop games that has been on the Steam store, which encouraged me to go and play Bastion again. It's a quirky game. Kinda hard, and a little unbalanced. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but near the end of my play session, I wasn't enjoying it. And that's unfortunate. I've only gone about halfway through the game, as far as I can tell. I don't know. I haven't looked up any spoilers or anything. So, the narrator's fun. The controls are stable. Maybe I'm just using the wrong weapon combination. I don't know. Shotgun and the rapier. The poison rapier. It's okay. I'm a ranged class person. I just am. Except with my Death Knight. For some reason I like charging in there. But give me the ranged weapons. Maybe I should just switch to double ranged weapons and see how I do. Maybe. We'll give that a shot. Secret World. This was another Steam sale. Now, somebody generously offered another buddy code. I screwed up when I got this computer I am speaking to everybody from, and I sacrificed monitor size real estate for graphics. That was an oops. Because of that oops, I couldn't run Secret World effectively when I last had a buddy code, but I ran over and stole Red Flare's computer, and then annoyed her greatly by spending almost 3.5 hours into the middle of the night playing an M-rated MMO, blasting away zombies with lightning bolts and fire. Now, it's a WoW clone. Pure and simple. They advertise no leveling, no classes. It's really neat how you can just swap a weapon to basically change your class. So if your character progresses to the point where you have enough ability points to buy everything on the wheel, you can. You're then controlled by the dual wield situation of the weapons. That's cool. That's very cool. I liked it enough that we grabbed it, and if I play it enough, we're going to set money aside each time I play, and if I play it enough by Christmas, we'll grab the lifetime subscription, which will let me get the DLC for free, air quotes, yay, any costumes, bag upgrades, everything like that would then be able to be grabbed with the monthly in-game currency allowance that comes from that. Paying the lifetime membership fee of $200 seems more economical than going, oh, that's really cool, that's really cool, hey, that's really cool. You have to pace yourself on free-to-play games. Or pay and then it's good to go games. Because they're going to screw you on those microtransactions. If they can. World of Warcraft shows up on the Raptor Report not in top place. I'm so close to finally getting my Pandaren kite. So close. I'm now revered with the August Celestials. I'm still revered with the Tushi Pandaren. And that's it. Get those two to Exalted. Boom. I'm gone. I have my kite. So we can, let's go fly a kite up past Lego Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's showing up in the Raptor Report. Younglings played it, scored some achievements. So, what in the world has the capability of knocking World of Warcraft off of the top slot of the Raptor Report? Civilization 5. Brave New World. I spoke on it slightly last week, and just tonight beat it with a cultural victory with the Hawaiians. I'd butcher their native name, so I apologize. But it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I probably cheated a little bit by going with the archipelago. Yay, I'm screwing up another word. Map. Huge map. Well, one of the Hawaiians' Civ bonuses is you get to embark your units right off the bat. So once I've explored my little island, I am embarked off to another. Way before anybody else could embark off and found cities. So I had 2 islands going before I found anybody. And before they could go and settle elsewhere on their own. Ha 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 ha. Then it was a matter of just taking over the world culturally. Now, near the end, went ahead and went to war with the Russians because they were really ticking me off. World Congress seems unbalanced somehow. So, yes, I was the top civ. Yes, I had the most delegates. But because espionage is so limited, you only get 1 spy per era. You can't put a delegate out with every civ. You have to strategically choose. Usually you also need to keep somebody at home so nobody steals your tech. But if they could increase the spy count, and if they could increase the diplomacy, I couldn't figure out how to do the diplomacy. I had a diplomat with the Russians, for instance, before going to war with them, and I couldn't figure out how in the world to talk to them and go, please vote the way I want you to vote. I'll give you something for it. I couldn't do it. So I have no idea how to do that. There was no guide, there was no pop-up tutorial. It just assumed, hey, click around randomly. Didn't work. If the World Congress is the only fault of that game, though, no problem. It was a fantastic playthrough. I'll probably fire it up again, maybe on a different map. Probably a different civ. And go. Run with it. Very good game. So, as Civ 5 pops up on the Steam sale, grab it. Now, what about news? That's it for the Raptor Report. How about news? The World of Warcraft pet store expanded. Remember what I was saying about getting nickeled and dimed to death via Secret Worlds in-game currency stuff? Outfits and whatnot? World of Warcraft is entering the world of buy costumes for your characters in the form of 3 helms. They are amazing looking helms. But for $15, they're not that amazing. Now, as I wrote up over on Monk of Mists, yes, there are those that are probably willing to pay it. I'm just not. There are those that go so hog wild over transmogrification that they sit and farm and get just the perfect pieces for their look. So these transmog helms, those are going to be perfect for them. But my main's a druid. I'm either a bear, cat, or tree, depending on my spec. I don't care. I like how my shapeshift form looks, so I don't have to worry about it. The only transmogging I've done is on an heirloom chess piece, on my paladin, and my shaman's received a bit of transmogging, so that she's fully decked out in the first run craftable PvP gear, just because I thought it looked that cool. But that's it. Otherwise, I don't transmog. Just haven't been interested. A data mine texture from the next expansion has shown up in 5.4's files. It's in a folder called the Iron Horde. That's about all we know. Some gray box of pixels. But it's for the Iron Horde, and it's for the next expansion. Release the conspiracy theories. Now, over at the San Diego Comic-Con, Blizzard has announced they're going to get into the children's books series department, with the first book being called Snow Fight. I know nothing else. I've seen a few grabs of the art style, which is very pixie, chibi, little people, cutesy, which is appropriate for children. I look forward to reading or seeing a demo of it, so I can get a better taste for it. Now, something else that's also been announced is Street Fighter 4 Ultra. 5 new characters, Rolento being one of them, from Street Fighter Alpha 3. I don't know if he's been in others, but that's where I remember him from. I'm pleased. I have the Street Fighter Collector's awesome case that Red Flare got me for my birthday, and it's rather a crime that I haven't been able to pull it down yet and really enjoy the 2 disc-based games. Well, one of those 2 disc-based games is going to get the upgrade for those 5 more characters and the Ultra tag. I'm looking forward to it. I believe I embedded a trailer for that on the show notes, so watch for those when the show notes are available. Wii U. Olimar is a confirmed Smash Brothers character at this point, from Pikmin. Not really surprised, but cool that he's been confirmed. Off kind of into the news area. Entertainment first. Hugh Jackman would really like to be an Avenger. Bring Wolverine in. We've got licensing hell, but it would still be awesome to see happen. Really awesome. How about the fact that the NSA has been working with Microsoft for access? Now, if there were conspiracy theories before about the Kinect always watching you and listening, that's going to explode, if it hasn't already. Seriously, guys, come on, Microsoft. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, if they were subpoenaed, it would make news, or should. So I don't understand how the NSA is even doing it. They're watching me right now. Oh. Oh well. How about the fact that tampons were banned from the Texas legislature? Yeah, that happened. So, when the filibuster didn't work, they turn around and try again. And any quote-unquote protesting women were told to leave behind tampons or anything else small that they might then throw at the legislators. You know, logically, if you're worried about things being thrown at the legislators because of the vote that's coming up, maybe you shouldn't be voting on it. Just, logic? Just maybe? Speaking of logic, the government shuts down the internet. Shut down your government. Obama signed an executive order that lets him override, control, and otherwise undermine the communication system. Just, gonna write myself out a blank check of power. That's no problem. Trust me. I'm still here to protect everybody. What? I know that the internet isn't technically protected by the Bill of Rights, but it's a freedom to assembly. We are digitally assembling right now. We are freely speaking right now. Freely criticizing. Because that is my right. And because it's my right, I should be allowed to do it. So, Obama, if you shut down the internet, it's time for us to shut down the government. Weird news, political crap going on in this last week. I don't really get why there's been an explosion of it. But how about police asset forfeitures? So, kind of like that Border Patrol thing last week where you don't have any rights as you're crossing the border. Yeah, we're going to confiscate for whatever reason we want, pretty much, if we're investigating you. And oh yeah, sit back, relax, and probably never see whatever it was again. Now, back in the day, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Went to pick Red Flare up from where she was living at the time, and walked smack dab into a drug sting. Quite entertaining looking back on it. But one of the things they did was insisted I hand over my keys to my vehicle. Tell them which vehicle I came in so they can search it. I'm not about to tell a police officer holding an automatic weapon and putting me in plastic handcuff thingies, since they ran out of the metal ones, that I don't want them searching my car. Or that I want to see the search warrant. It's one of those intimidation factor things. So, when they take the vehicle for a drug bust on, say, a driver who doesn't know their passenger has anything, or supposedly doesn't, you never know, they then will auction off that vehicle later, because it was involved in a crime, scrape off a profit. How's that right? Now for the last bit of slightly comical conspiracy theory. Nordstrom's and other stores tracking you with your cell phone because you're leaving your Wi-Fi on. Why are you leaving your Wi-Fi on if you're not going to be connecting to a trusted network? That's what I want to know. Maybe some phones don't let you turn it off. I have a really old Samsung Galaxy 2. I can turn off my Wi-Fi. Buy an app that lets you turn off your Wi-Fi. Here, while I'm speaking from that side of my mouth, I need to admit that I carry around a 3DS that, has always on Wi-Fi so I can get my street passes and hats and tickets and things. Yeah. Not hypocritical at all, Flame Flash. Nah. But no, it's not like I'm a spy. Greetings. Greetings there, Jumas23. Are we not Russian? I can't do accents. No, Russian spy? No, I'm not a Russian spy as far as I know. But it's more for marketing purposes. So, Nordstrom's. Hey! You're hanging out in the lingerie aisle, Mr. Flame Flash. Why is that? Oh, I swear, it's for my wife. But they'll track how long you linger in the store at various displays, which aisles. And so, hey, it's a neat marketing thing. And you allow sites to do it to you all the time on the internet? Yay, cookies! But I don't know. I'm allowing it on the internet. I have the option to turn it off, to block cookies, to block JavaScript. I don't easily have that ability out in the store. I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, what's a genius? Oh, just watching for marketing purposes? Very much so. Maybe I should film it around this time on Fridays usually. But yes, not good, but definitely genius. Because, heck, Walmart does it. They've got it down to an exact science before the other stores started tracking you. Put the overpriced, neat stuff with a big sign saying, hey, it's on sale, when no, it's actually 3 cents higher than usual. But it's on the end of the aisle, so it's neat, right? No, it's not. But that was an odd conspiracy theory / civilization Raptor Report of a flameflash.net 114. Thank you, Jumas, for joining me there at the end. And maybe I'll give a Friday night another chance for recording usually. But I'm over on Twitter at Flameflash. Flameflash.net will be where the notes show up. Where in the world am I getting these odd news tidbits? That kind of thing. And I wish y'all a good night.